Remember that moment in the Harry Potter movie, that reckless bus ride? But that was a movie about magic, and in reality, buses don't drive like that, you'll say. I thought so too until I rode that very bus, the most dangerous bus in the world. 1,000 times I could have lost my life, so you should see it. Fasten your seatbelts and enjoy the ride. It started out quietly from the beginning, but later a certain devil began to awaken in the driver. Our bus was packed with women and children, all of whom seemed calm despite the fact that we were flying through this chaos. I couldn't help but think, are we going to make it to our destination in one piece? And it seems like I was the only one who felt fear. However, the real danger was the crowds of people walking along the road, not realizing how dangerous it was. People were walking along the road oblivious to the danger, running across the street in the most unexpected places. It was truly dangerous, but it seemed that no one was afraid. We raced down the road, overtaking absolutely every car as if they were standing still. The road was narrow, barely enough room for 2 cars, but that didn't bother our driver. The bus shook with every pothole, and at every turn I felt like it was about to fall apart. Our driver was not bothered by absolutely nothing. It was just a normal working day for him. Sometimes I felt like the driver was testing the limits of physics. There were times when it felt like the bus was about to fall apart. At times we reached the 80 mph speed limit. I noticed a strange calmness among the passengers. They seemed to be used to the madness. But still, someone besides me was feeling the fear. We're so dangerous that this man decided to just pull over to the side of the road and wait for us to pass. Most oncoming cars are forced to pull over at the sight of us. Even other buses are afraid of us sometimes. It also scares me that we don't slow down when we see people crossing the road. I couldn't help but wonder, how can people survive driving like that? And there are many such races in this country. Because there are so many talented and fearless people here. What's interesting is that driver spends most of his time talking on the phone. Don't relax for a second. The more we drove, the more I wondered. Instead of letting these buses get separated, we're rushing straight into the center, and now a traffic jam is forming. Why? I don't understand. At times, I think this lack of fear in all the people around me came about because of their weak minds. When I look at the world around me, it seems to me that we are the only ones disturbing this idyll. Well, driver's obviously a nervous wreck. Look how he's moving erratically, doing things with his hands. Dangerous man. Could be a hidden maniac. And of course we won't miss pedestrians, it's obvious. And that wasn't all the surprises that awaited me today. Maybe there is some other way of looking at the world that allows people to remain calm in the face of such obvious danger. Still, even amidst all the turmoil, there's something oddly appealing about it. Our bus was an island of chaos in a sea of silence, breaking that silence amidst the tranquil scenery. People were minding their own business, and we were breaking every possible traffic rule. It was as if the world had split into two realities, the normal world and the world of this crazy, fast-paced ride. Over time, I began to realize that it wasn't just reckless driving. It's a way of life, a mentality. No one here is worried about safety, but rather focused on living in the moment. Will I ever be able to fully comprehend it? That to me will remain a mystery. Now that we're overtaking the car again, I'm preparing for an extreme moment, of which there are many in this country. How about immersing yourself in that atmosphere? Feel that wind. So, I hope you're still alive. Luckily, all the people in the bus were unharmed, but there was a risk of having a heart attack because it was really scary. If you agree with me, make sure you put a like. I will get brave and buy a ticket for this bus again. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos.